Now, it has been a few days since we were here last, and we talked about the inversion going in over there towards the, you could kind of say it's the soundstage area, but it's more so still out here in the City Walk portion. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Dueling Park News. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Chase and I'm here at Universal Orlando Resort to check up on all the Hollywood Drift construction taking place inside Universal Studios Florida. And there it is right in the middle of that City Walk, kind of like spaghetti bowl portion that, you know, we've seen it already. That's great, that's cool. The most important part of today's update is this guy right here. Check it out. The two track course that's going over the stage is finally connected. So once we are done with the Hard Rock Cafe videos, we'll go inside and take a look at the track that's going over the stage. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's be like this boat and drift on out of here and head over to the Hard Rock Cafe. Well, something to mention over here in front of the arch before we turn left is the added construction walls around each one of the pillars, except the left area over here, of the arch. And being that the scrim is up and that there is no white paint anywhere to be seen on the arches, even behind it over there, ooh, I would say it's safe to assume that the arch is finally getting a refurbishment instead of its repaint. I believe a repaint will come, but right now it's the refurbishment part of the process. Let's go to our slithery little snake of a spike over here. I say slithery snake because it kind of looks like a snake when it's, you know, popping its head out of the grass. We can see our inversion is peeking over the buildings as we head over here to the exit of Universal Studios Florida, as well as the overbank turn. And let's see what else is going on when we get closer. All the scaffolding goodness is underneath the fins, so it looks like they are still working on some of the catwalk, and if we zoom in just a little bit, you can kind of see that catwalk still being pieced together, probably as well as the electricity for this area, because if we go about midway right here, there's a lot of scaffolding in. Kind of looks like there's some supplies up there. Could be for electrical stuff, not sure. And don't forget, while you're visiting the Hard Rock over here, you don't even have to go up all the way to the second floor. You can just stand right here and get a great shot of the spaghetti bowl and the spike, naturally. I wonder what's going on behind the construction walls. Now that we will have to go up to the second floor and check out. And here is all the ground level goodness that you can see while walking up the steps to the Hard Rock second floor. We do have some construction crews out here right now. Looks like they're doing some minor things, but we will check it out as soon as we get up to the top floor. Well, we shall come over here to the balcony and look at the spike first, because I see a trench being dug over there in front of one of the supports. And that trench is right there. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if it's like some foundation groundwork to kind of level it out and help support some of the supports and the track. Could be utility work, could be pipe work, could be plumbing work. I don't know. I won't be able to see just from this angle alone. Let's head midway just to get a better shot of the rest of the spaghetti bowl. Plus, it kind of gets me out the sun a little bit because it is hot today. And hopefully the music will start to die down a little bit. All right, here we are midway, and let's start facing towards the back of this section, towards the Blue Man Group building. And we see that the track over here is still not entirely connected. Neither is the inversion like we saw from City Walk. But we'll keep heading on to the back and check out all these supports that are being added. That's crazy. That is some kind of support madness right there. So we've got our inversion coming from our little pie support that I've coined. And we come over here to this kind of like toothpick model support tripod looking section. So hopefully we'll see what this element looks like very soon. And here's a good shot of what is left to be connected. I do see right here there is a support that's without a support, so I wonder if some support, LOL, will come out of this and up towards the track once it finally gets added. But hopefully we do see this element right here, mainly this section with the inversion, start to take shape now that the staged track, or the track over the stage, is complete. Check it out right here. They've got some of the track covered with the styrofoam going up the bunny hop hill. Stops as soon as it gets to the fins, but the rest of it right here, just this little section, is covered We can actually kind of see the track leading into it. It's still that overbank partial turn right here, or whatever you want to refer to that as. And it's going to come in and up the spike that way. All right, that's enough of the city walk portion. I'm ready to go inside studios and see what that track looks like from the ground level going over the stage. And just like that, we are inside Universal Studios Florida, and I'm going to take a left over here at Minion Mayhem to check on the WOW. Yeah, let's check on this section of track right here now. Oh yeah, look at this element and this turn coming in here. We've got some supports that are up right here. We've even got supports over here, my little tripod section that I mentioned earlier. And oh, looks like this one's already gotten beat and banged while it was on the ground. Maybe that's just some dirt and dust that can wash off during the next rain. This is looking so much cleaner than Rip Ride Rockit to me. Just this area alone. But I'm still curious to see how we walk under this during Halloween Horror Nights. Probably can get some really good footage of the track and supports when it's Halloween Horror Nights. I can walk through there because we're walking right underneath it. Okay, let's head back out over here, and we will make our way to the plaza stage area for the big grand reveal. Oh yeah, check it out. The track is done up there. Oh, and it looks so good. It really like fits the stage itself. Oh yeah, from this angle alone, you can see how it complements the stage very, very well. Even honestly, it complements the screens on the left and right. That's really good design. Oh yeah, if we come a little bit closer, it really looks like they took the stage in mind when they were forming this track up on top. And I like how one is a little bit taller than the other one, but the other one is a banked turn, so like we'll be facing the stage or away from it, depending on how the cars drift. But that's gonna be looking really sick during concert season. Okay, here we go. This is a good shot of the track itself and the new supports that are over there behind Minion Mayhem. So let's just zoom in and let's just follow it out. So we're following it, we're going over the stage, we're facing down or facing up depending on how the cars drift, if we're even going this direction during that time frame. And we can zoom in and see the inversion and the rest of the element taking shape with those supports over there. Well, let's come over here to New York and see what the entrance area is looking like now. Well, we're going to start over here on the ground level as team members are walking in and out of the little steps area as they work on the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. I figured I could zoom in on the firehouse facade at least and show that it's still not completed, but it looks like it will be fixed soon in the coming days. We've got some of the siding right here looking kind of dirty, like it needs to be pressure washed, but that's okay. Let's finish the drift construction first. Especially right here, not much has changed, but we do see the drivetrain motors and the tires are all installed right there, as well as some of the boxes for power and utilities are stretching out across this area too, and going back there towards the little switch track moment. And finally, we can come up to the steps right here and get a shot of what's going on underneath everything. I do see a bunch of construction workers all working in the shade of the big canopy or, station that's got its roofing and somewhat of its siding, but not much else has changed for the station, at least from our perspective. Unless you guys see anything that I don't, I can zoom in some more, but I really don't see anything at all. Over here with the switch track area, don't see much. Coming over here. Yeah, hopefully they're doing some of that good tedious work that's on the inside, getting ready, making some progress for more to come. Over here in New York, I figured I should mention that there is quite a bit of Halloween Horror Nights updates to talk about. I will do that in a separate video following this one, especially in regards to Fortnite. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Fortnite is coming over here to Halloween Horror Nights as a scare zone in Central Park. Behind me will be the scare zone of a bunch of clowns, and you heard me right. But again, more on that later. I'm just gonna walk around the park and try to get some good angles of the track just to show you what it looks like while you're inside the park, going from land to land or attraction to attraction. Let's come over here to Central Park beside the Trojan horse and see if we can get some good angles of Hollywood Drift. Oh yeah, look at this. This is from the backside of the park, the bridge in front of Men in Black, the Portofino Bridge to be exact. No more Rip Ride Rocket in the skyline, only Hollywood Drift. Looks like Optimus Prime's pointing at me saying, hey you should ride Hollywood Drift when it opens. Oh, check this out. If we scoot down just a little bit more, you can get Hollywood Drift, Doctor Doom's Fearfall, and the Hulk all in one shot. Pretty neat. Heading through Central Park now. Sorry, I saw a tentacle and had to look at it because this scare zone, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be Fort Nightmares. So that's a big topic of controversy right now in the theme park community. So we shall see what this looks like come Halloween Horror Nights. I was going to walk out through Hollywood so we can get a good view of the spike, but right here used to be the main shot towards the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket entrance, and now we can see that it is just like the going downhill and uphill track for Hollywood Drift. I'm still going to walk through Hollywood just so I can get some good shots of the spike and the track that's above the studio store and exit. And don't look at any of this Halloween Horror Nights stuff. That is for the next update video, so close your eyes. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Oh yeah, this is what I really wanted to see right here. Above the studio store on your way out, leaving the Hollywood and Wicked shops, you can see the inversion and the kind of like overbank turn heading towards City Walk. Yeah, doesn't that look good? And then over here you can see more of the overbank turn that's, again, in City Walk. So just a cool shot to see when you're leaving. Well, everyone, that's going to wrap things up for me here today at Universal Orlando Resort. We got to go into Universal Studios Florida and check up on all the great progress that Hollywood Drift is seeing. So we got to see those overbank turns, we got to see the new inversion again, and we also got to see the completed track that's over top of the Plaza stage, sort of like in the middle of Universal Studios Florida, kind of, in between Minion Mayhem and Jimmy Fallon. So I guess it's not really the middle of studios, but if you were to ever go up and do the Jimmy Fallon tour, there is a star or a little plaque in the middle of the concrete that says, this is the middle of Universal Orlando Resort. So it's kind of the middle. Regardless, the track is looking great. And what are your thoughts on it? Are you ready to kind of drive by the stage while a performance is going on? I mean, it's going to make Mardi Gras look really cool if you're, facing downwards like that when you're drifting by the stage. And of course, like always, thank you for following along. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next update video.